Up here, ready for some cooking and some eating here.
Yes.
First thing, we are here in their kitchen with John Ellison. You know, you were here about a month or so ago talking about the radio show, the concerts and everything you're doing around the area. And you mentioned that you have a spice, and we're like, well, you got to come back. And
we're so glad that you did.
Yeah.
It's good to see you again. How things been?
Things are great.
Good.
I came in earlier because, again, we looking for talent in West Virginia, showcasing it on the Friendly Neighbor Show. And we had a really great time.
And you have found it.
Yes.
You all have had a lot of good concerts.
There's a lot of talent here. And so I decided, and I went to Charleston and to look at the display of some kind of wonderful seasoning. And we're expanding our brand. Instead of just selling the spice, now the stores are selling some kind of wonderful pre-seasoned meats, pre-seasoned chicken, and I'm in the process of, they asked me if I could deliver a pre-cooked, some kind of wonderful rib.
Now we're really cooking.
How did you come up with this idea, John? Because, you know, we know you love to perform and sing, but this is, being in the kitchen, it kind of seems like is your other love. But what gave you the idea to come up with this spice brand?
Well, I'm a person, I'm very cautious about what I put in my body. And I found that a lot of these products, they're overloaded with salt and all kinds of chemicals. So I just said one day, you know, I'm going to start making my own seasoning, then I know what's in it. So I bought all these different herbs and I started mixing them all together. And I came up with this blend, and when people would come over to my house, if I'd invite someone over to eat, everyone was raving about how great my food tasted. So I just said...
This is the secret?
That's the secret. So I just said one day, you know what, I am going to start selling. I'm going to create my own brand and start selling some kind of wonderful seasoning.
Oh, and what can you use it on?
I love the slogan,
It's great on everything. You use it on any type of meats, any type of fish. Put it in soups, salads.
Anything that needs a little bit of seasoning.
Anything that you can eat.
Okay, anything you can eat, you can put it on. What are you making for us today?
Right now, I'm making some kind of wonderful omelet. And I think you'll love it.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's get to it. How do you do it, John?
Well, chop up peppers.
Okay.
Some onions, ham.
Okay.
And I sprinkle my seasoning in it.
Okay.
A little olive oil.
Okay.
And a tiny bit of butter. And I saute this for a bit, and then I take it out of the pan, and then I make the omelet.
Okay.
Put a little cheese in it, and then put this back in it, and it's some kind of wonderful.
Oh my gosh. So you're going to not to cook the omelet in with this, that goes on the top? Is that what you're planning to do?
Once the omelet, I'm going to put a little seasoning in the omelet as well.
Okay.
And then when it cooks, then I'll take this and put it on top of it and roll it up in it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, as you are still working on this, tell us a little bit more about what's coming up with your singing and everything else that you're going to be doing. Where can we hear you sing?
Well, actually, between now and August, I am going to be in Europe again. I'm going back to Europe. In August, I will be coming, I think I'm going to be in Lewisburg, West Virginia.
Okay.
I'm going to be performing there. And I'm going on a mini tour with the Carpenter Ants, which Michael Lipton is the president of the West Virginia Music Hall of Fame.
They perform a lot around here.
And because I'm one of the inductees into the West Virginia Music Hall of Fame, I do that to support them and, you know, help out any way I can.
That's great.
Actually, that's the very reason I continue to come back to West Virginia, is because I'm from here and because I was asked to be a part of the Friendly Neighbor Show, and I think it's important to showcase all the talent that we have here in West Virginia. Because there's a lot of talent, unknown talent, and by the Friendly Neighbor Show wanting to bring to the surface all this talent, it's, you know, I'm...
Encourage the next generation of singers and entertainers. And I bet you can feed them too when they're hungry.
Sure.
So what else goes in here next? Or
well, this is done. Now I'm going to prepare the egg.
Okay.
And, oops.
That's okay. It's not good unless you fling a little bit around on
exactly.
the stove.
If you haven't created a mess in the kitchen, I don't think you're doing it right.
Right.
Exactly. So now I'm going to scramble some eggs and also add a little nut. That's good enough.
Okay. Are we in your way? I want to spin around you a little bit here.
I'm going to, if you wouldn't mind handing me those eggs.
Okay. How many do you usually use?
I always make a 3-egg omelet for myself.
That's good. Can't go wrong with that.
So it's 3 of us here. So.
3 of us. Studio 3. Lots of 3s.
There you go.
Okay.
So I have a little.
That looks good. Okay, here. And are you someone who, well, here, we'll bring the trash can over. I was going to say, are you someone who likes to measure things out, or you just go with it?
Well, the only time that I measured that spice was when I had it formulated. Because I had to give it to the company that was going to make
so they needed to know. Okay. When you're cooking, are you like the rest of us? You just kind of throw it in?
Exactly. I just, put a little here and a little there. And so...
an omelet is also something I feel like you can eat any time of the day.
It's not just breakfast.
Sometimes we have breakfast for dinner.
Sometimes I'll have an omelet for, for supper.
Lunch or dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Why not?
So what do you just whisk that up, John, and then add your seasoning?
Yep, add a little seasoning to it. And one thing about this seasoning, you don't have to worry about putting too much in it. Because it's not going to get salty. It just gets more flavor.
And you said there's not a lot of heat too, right? It's not going to be spicy.
No heat at all.
Yeah.
And I purposely didn't want to make it spicy because there are a lot of people cannot eat spicy foods.
I don't like spicy foods either.
And so I just said, okay, I'm going to make it so even a child can eat it. And
well, and even I like how you did it. You can go back and add your heat later with a little hot sauce.
And that's why I brought the hot sauce in, because I like, just a little touch of heat in mine, but everybody's not like me. If you just want a delicious omelet without spice, this is what we do.
All right. So this is only for those that really like the hot stuff.
You want to kick it up a notch?
Yeah.
Because this is definitely not spicy at all.
Oh, that's going to be delicious. Here, I'll take that for you.
Okay, thank you.
We'll be on cleanup details since you're cooking our snack here for us.
Well, John, while we're finishing up here, before we start to dig in, would you care to remind everyone where can they find your spices? I know you're in some local stores.
In the Huntington area, it's not available. But in Charleston, it's at the Piggly Wiggly on Spring Street. Some people call it the Biggly
Piggly Wiggly.
Right. So you can get it there. That's also where you can get pre-seasoned meats and some kind of wonderful pre-seasoned meats. And you can also order it online. I have a website. It's called wonderfulseasoning.com. Not Wonderful Seasonings. No S on it, just wonderfulseasoning.com. And and
we've got it on the screen right now.
And your website too, to keep up with your music and everything you got going on.
So
that is great. So, the Piggly Wiggly, there might be a rush on your spices today once everyone sees this. And then they'll have to expand to other stores across the area.
Exactly.
Well, I was talking to my distributor yesterday, and they're planning on putting it in. My spice at the time is in right now 634 supermarkets. So they're talking about expanding the brand to the 634.
That is exciting. Well, as we're waiting for it to cook, we may have to eat it here a little bit later. Can you maybe sing us a line out of your song that we all...
put him on the spot?
No pressure. He's cooking our food and we're making him sing.
Well, I don't mind.
Okay.
If you two are going to sing backup vocals.
Okay. All right.
I don't need a whole lot of money. I don't need a big fine car. I got everything that a man could want. I got more than I could ask for.
Woo!
Some kind of wonderful, yes he is.
Some kind of wonderful.
Wow, you guys should go on the road with me.
I know, we're ready. I think so.
We're taking it on the roads. We agree. Oh, John, well, we're going to let you finish cooking. Thank you so much for cooking for us and singing with us. And
we'll come back and
check back in, too, while this is cooking up.
Sounds good.
We always love when you stop by, John. Good to see you again. Thank you.
Good to see you guys. Thank you very much.
Oh, my.